Yo, what up, though? Welcome to the Brian Onrea podcast, episode number 33. I'm Brian Onrea, and I'm so excited about episode 33. You know that I'm crazy about the number 11. I'm big into the number 11, so 11, 22, 33, 44, etc. I'm always excited about. So I broke out the Milwaukee Bucks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar jersey, you know what I'm saying? Special 1971 throwback just for episode 33, man. I'm excited to be here. If you rock with the podcast, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow me on whatever audio platform you're listening on, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you know what I'm saying, iHeartPod, anywhere you listen to this podcast. Make sure you subscribing. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feeling about the opinions, how you feeling about the topics. I really want to know what y'all feeling. I want to engage with y'all because I want us all to just enjoy life, be better, get better, grow, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy things that's going on, man. A lot of stuff is going on, man. Real busy day yesterday. It's funny because I was going to record this podcast early yesterday, but then stuff kept happening that I wanted to talk about, so I kept waiting. And it's just crazy. First of all, we took some losses last week in the hip-hop community, and I want to start with that, man. First of all, I woke up yesterday morning to some real terrible news, man, that Rico Wade from Organized Noize passed away at the age 52. Very, very sad stuff, man. A lot of the general, hip-hop community and the music community, like the regular fans, may not know how important Rico Wade is, but he was a superstar, to me. And of course, I was on a producer podcast, Free Game podcast. I've always been into music production. I've always read the album credits and studied who the producers were. So Organized Noize, Sleepy Brown, Ray, Rico Wade, those three were Organized Noize. They crafted kind of the Atlanta hip hop sound from the early 90s. First of all, they produced all the Outkast's first album, you know what I'm saying? A lot of early Outkast music Organized Noize produced. And, Southern Playalistic Kind of Like Music is one of the most classic albums ever in hip hop of any coast, East, North, South, West, whatever, Midwest. Southern Playalistic Kind of Like Music is an absolute classic album. And that kind of let us know about the Organized Noize sound. The Dungeon family, Rico Wade's basement, I believe at his mother's house, but the basement, before they got famous, before they blew up, they started in his basement called the Dungeon. So the Dungeon family, was the name of the crew. And, Outkast, Goody Mob, Killer Mike, and had so many affiliates, man. Future was Rico Wade's little cousin, I think his name was Meathead or something like that, but he started in the Dungeon family. I saw a clip where Future I think reposted this clip yesterday, where he talked about how Rico Wade introduced him to the finer things. He never been to Buckhead before. He never been to a 5-star restaurant. Rico Wade's house had maids and stuff. And, and we all know Future, the kind of life Future talks about in his music, that was birthed from Rico Wade, man. I can go on and on, man, just their production catalog. TLC's biggest song ever, Waterfalls, was produced by Organized Noize. And Rico Wade was kind of the de facto leader of Organized Noize, it seemed like. There was a documentary on Netflix called The Art of Organized Noize that was excellent. And it's weird because I couldn't find it yesterday. I was telling people about Rico Wade and I was trying to show the documentary to him, and it wasn't on Netflix no more. So hopefully, with his passing, that documentary would come back to streaming services, or at least come on demand where you can pay for it to watch it. But I couldn't find it anywhere. But it's an excellent documentary. And I think that for those of us who may not really understand the impact of Rico Wade, you ought to watch that documentary. But to me, he was a superstar. I came across Rico Wade in person for the first time in 2013 at Harlem Nights nightclub here in Atlanta. It was for a producer event. And I love those producer events, man. I think the company was iStandard that did those events back in the day. And it was always amazing because the producers were like superstars to me. and I got a chance to meet a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Organized Noize actually did like a interview, like a panel interview at this conference at this nightclub, and I got there early, and the bar was just opening up, and I went to the bar, and Rico Wade came behind me to the bar, and I was just like starstruck, like, oh my goodness, that's freaking Rico. And he was real nice, cordial, cool dude. But I was just like, wow, you know, it was like meeting a legend and a superstar. And that's what Rico Wade was to me as a fan of music production, as a fan of just hip hop, you know. But yeah, man, cause of death wasn't released. That doesn't even matter at this point. Just rest in peace to Rico Wade, man. You know, let's just do a quick moment of silence for that. Also, rest in peace to DJ MIster Cee from New York City, man. Another tough loss, man. And it's funny because not funny, but it's sad because when these people die, like, you see so many dope tributes to him. And that's a testament to the kind of life you live. You know, what will people say about you when you go? What are folks gonna say about you when you pass? You know, will they be compelled to do tributes towards you? Those are important things. And MIster Cee passed away, man. Again, cause of death not revealed. But he started out, he was the DJ for Big Daddy Kane back in the 80s. He was Big Daddy Kane's DJ. And he was very instrumental in the Notorious B.I.G. career. Him getting discovered, him getting put on the Bad Boy, him being famous. You know, MIster Cee played a big role in both those situations. And he was a long time DJ at the legendary famous Hot 97 radio station in New York City. And, you know, he was just a pillar. And you see a lot of, especially the New York DJs, the New York hip hop community, all pretty much paid tribute to MIster Cee. So rest in peace to him. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a moment of silence for that. Now, you know, in addition to like these losses, the hip hop beef is really heating up. And I said on this previous podcast that, you know, I love a good hip hop battle as long as it stays to music. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later, but I love a good hip hop battle, man. We know that Kendrick kind of sparked a lot of this with his song with Future Metro Boomin. You know what I'm saying? Which also, that song like that is actually the #1 song in the country 2 weeks in a row. That's a big deal, because I don't think there's a video out for it or nothing like that. But it's just, you know, off radio plays and streams, the #1 song in the country 2 weeks in a row. You know, Kendrick said, you know, mother F a big three, it's just big me, you know, coming at Cole and Drake. And we know that Cole put out a song, 7-Minute Drill, dissing Kendrick. I wasn't too impressed with the song. You know, we know Cole ended up apologizing for that. We covered that last episode. He apologized for it. He took a lot of flack for that, apologizing for it. You know, I said it was okay for his mental health, but it is kind of, you know, you pretty much lost the battle at that point. And I think even moving forward, J. Cole removed himself from this whole thing by apologizing. You know what I'm saying? And Drake came out yesterday and responded. Now, remember, Future had lines for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross unfollowed Drake. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, The Weeknd, let me just keep moving forward because I don't want to jump too far ahead. First of all, even before that, Metro Boomin and Future dropped a second, like a part 2 to their album, We Don't Trust You, called We Still Don't Trust You, you know. And that song, that album was more of a melodic album with melodic songs, but The Weeknd is on there. And The Weeknd has a song where he's dissing Drake and them, you know, on the song, talking about he lied and signed his life away. Because as you know, The Weeknd is also from Canada. I think the Toronto area, something like that. And The Weeknd was affiliated with Drake at first, but he never signed with Drake. And he was saying he glided and signed his life away, you know. And he was talking about, you know, they shooters doing TikTok and they got leaks in the camp and all this stuff, you know. I will play these songs for y'all, but these copyrighted songs, I don't want to get the podcast strike or taken down. But look up, you know, We Still Don't Trust You. The Weeknd is on there dissing. J. Cole is on the song. I think it's called Red Leather, something like that. And that's just like a chess move because, you know, Cole and Drake are pretty tight. They just came off tour together. You know, Kendrick accused Cole and Drake of teaming up, and now Cole is on doing the record with them. And on the surface, there's kind of nothing wrong with it, but it's like the timing of it is like, dang, man, you going to side with those people, you know? And to me, you know, Cole was just talking about the subject matter, but you know, I saw even a USA Today article saying that Cole was taking shots at Drake in the song. I don't know about all that, but just J. Cole being on the album is kind of like spicy. But again, J. Cole removed himself from all this stuff. J. Cole, to me, is not in the whole battle. He's on the sidelines with his fans, you know, kumbaya, God bless, you know, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, this album is more melodic, man. A$AP Rocky's on there throwing shots at Drake. Because as you know, Drake kind of been throwing shots too at A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. You know, understand this. You know, Drake is kind of like playing victim a little bit. You know, he posted a picture of homegirl in Kill Bill. What's the girl name? The actress. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. But whoever, the actress, Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, where she got the sword and everybody's coming at her. You know what I'm saying? That he said that's him. You know, but understand, these attacks on Drake aren't unprovoked. You know, Kendrick isn't dissing Drake for no reason. Drake been throwing little subtle shots at Kendrick about, you know, not releasing music and all this stuff for a while now. You know, Rick Ross, I'll get to Rick Ross in a second, but Rick Ross talked about he came at him, but you know, they not coming at Drake for nothing, you know. And it's funny because a lot of these beefs, like his beef for Future, is rumored to be over a woman, over girls and stuff, you know, and I don't know, man. That stuff is just, excuse me, I hope the scratching is not picking up on the microphone. But, you know, a lot of this stuff, man, is just kind of, I don't know, man. I don't think Drake is innocent. He's some innocent victim, you know. But speaking of which, though, Drake finally came out with a song. Now, here's the thing. Yesterday afternoon on Twitter, this song came out. I forgot, I don't know who leaked it, but it leaked a 4-minute song called Push-Ups, where Drake is like dissing everybody. And it was a big debate because Drake didn't confirm it. It was a big debate as to whether this was AI or not, artificial intelligence, you know what I'm saying? I knew right off the bat it wasn't AI because I listened to it and you can tell the AI Drake stuff, the AI Drake songs, the AI songs. Because there's been several songs from quote unquote Drake that was artificial intelligence that came out, you know, and this wasn't one of those. You can tell. So I knew right off the bat, but it had like the Get Money sample in the back, Get Money, you know. And then a few hours later, Academics premiered the actual mixed and mastered version of the song on his live stream. And the song is called Push-Ups, and he getting at everybody. And I thought it was a pretty good song. A pretty good response, man.
Baby, whole career you been shook up. Cause Top told you drop it, give me 50 like some push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no...
It ain't like Ether level or Hit 'em Up level, but it's you know, he was jabbing everybody. He was fighting back, jabbing pretty good. He was talking about Kendrick's height, you know, so how you gonna be a stepper in a size 7 man shoe, you know what I'm saying? He talked about Rick Ross. He talked about The Weeknd, saying that he called him by his name, Abel. That's his name. He said Abel manager is like spending his money, you know what I'm saying? He was saying Future, because Future said that Drake was his #1 fan. He said, how can I be your #1 fan when I gave you your first #1 hit? He was just really throwing a lot of jabs, man. And the big thing about the Push-Ups line is that he's saying that Kendrick was being extorted by Top Dog and TDE. You know, how like, if Top Dog say drop down and give me 50, drop down and give me 50 push-ups. And it's funny because there's clips of Kendrick Lamar on his Finsta page of him doing push-ups from like months ago or whatever. And but some people say that the 50 push-ups refers to the 50% fee that Top Dog gets. I don't know about that either. If they get 50% of his money. That's what Drake is accusing them of, being extorted. And he's saying that, look, they say do a song with Maroon 5, go do it. Go do a song with Taylor Swift. You know, and Kendrick has songs with Taylor Swift, with Maroon 5. And Drake is saying that they say go do that to get that bag. You know, you go do that, you know. In other words, he's saying that that's not really hip hop, but it's big money in that, and Top Dawg say go do it, so you go do it. You know what I'm saying? Interesting stuff. And I do find that interesting because people can make the same claim about Drake being extorted, about, you know, Slim and Birdman and Cash Money, and Jay Prince and Rap A Lot. Hello. I mean, if you've been watching, if you especially I read Jay Prince's book, it's clear that Jay Prince got some type of extortion going on with Drake. It's pretty clear because Jay Prince is like, look, I own a piece of that, you know, and he was fighting with Birdman about giving him money, and it just seems like Jay Prince is gonna make sure that he gets money out of Drake for his whole career. That's what it seems like to me. You know, Drake is always talking about mob ties and, you know, the whole Larry Hoover concert, how he made Drake, you know, and Drake even said he didn't want to do the Larry Hoover concert with Kanye West, but he did it for Jay Prince. So obviously, if Top Dawg is telling Kendrick to drop down and give me 50, Jay Prince is telling you, hey, go do that concert. Go do that concert. Or remember, Jay Prince had his beef with, Drake had his beef with Pusha T. And Pusha T went off on Drake, you know, about, I think it's a story of Aladdin or something like that, or Adonis, I don't remember. But Drake had a response, and Jay Prince publicly said, you know, I stopped that response. I said, no, I cut that off. So Jay Prince is clearly calling the shots with Drake. So it's funny that Drake want to accuse Kendrick of being extorted, but like, I don't know, man. Birdman, Slim, Jay Prince, I don't know. It seemed like there's some of that going on with you as well. It seemed like Drake and Kendrick are kind of similar. And it's going to be interesting to hear if Kendrick talks about this on his response, because I'm assuming the response is coming. You know what I'm saying? But overall, though, it was still a good song. You know, it was still a good song, man. I commend Drake. Everybody counted Drake out. Everybody was saying, hey, man, Drake, sit this one out. It's going to be Cole, and Kendrick. And it was the other way around. J. Cole was deciding to sit this out. You know, J. Cole was like, you ever seen Boys in the Hood? At the end, when Ricky gets killed and Dope Boy and them is in the car with the guns looking to get revenge. And Trey said, man, let me out. And he got let out the car and went home and was punching the air and all that stuff. That was kind of like J. Cole said, man, let me out. I don't want none of this. And this is Drake. It's like Dope Boy, you know, riding in the car like Dope Boy. So, yeah, man, I commend Drake. Now, literally, like an hour later, Rick Ross comes back with a diss towards Drake called Champagne Moments. And I gotta admit, it's a hard diss. And it's funny because Rick Ross stayed in his lane with this song. He pretty much like, and I would post push-ups and Champagne Moments. I might post Champagne. Here's the thing. The reason why I don't want to post these songs is because they're not officially out yet, but if they come out officially, I might get copyright strike later.
You ain't never want to be a nigga anyway, nigga. That's why you had operation to make your nose smaller than your father knows, nigga. I unfollowed you, nigga, cause you sent the motherfucking cease and desist to French Montana, nigga. You sent the police, nigga, hating on my dog project. That wasn't the same white boy that I seen, nigga, when we were making them early records, nigga. When you were happy to be around, nigga, seeing niggas so fucking stunning your life, nigga. Give Weezy some more money, nigga. Give Rap A Lot some more money, nigga. White boy.
I don't know. But, yeah, Rick Ross came back with Champagne Moments, and he accused Drake of getting a nose job, saying he wanted to be white. He called him white boy like a dozen times on the song, called him white. Was saying that, like, he got a nose job, he got his stomach done, that's why he wearing those, and it's going bad, that's why he wearing those puffy costumes or whatever he wear to his concerts. Just going off on him. You know, he accused him of like sabotaging French Montana, because Rick Ross unfollowed Drake, you know, and it's funny how this generation makes a big deal about following people on social media. It's really crazy to me. Grown men are getting in fights over who following who on social media, which is crazy to me. Who cares, you know? But Rick Ross said that Drake didn't clear his song for French Montana album, and he cease and desist to French Montana, and he was saying that he was trying to mess up his album. That's why he unfollowed him, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy because Rick Ross and Drake, they got a long history of working together, man. They got some great records, you know what I'm saying? Lord Knows, Stay Scheming, Free Spirit, the Lemon Pepper Freestyle. They got a lot of songs together, man. They make great music together. Now they're beefing. I got a feeling though they're gonna piece it up one day. I got a feeling they're gonna be back cool one day. Maybe not no time immediately soon, but they gonna piece it up though. That was a good song, man. And it's just like hip hop beef is heating up, and I'm here for it. I'm all here for it, man. I'm here for it. I'm entertained by it. You know, again, I said it in a previous post, man, in a previous podcast. It's cool as long as it stays to music, as long as people don't try to like take it outside of music. Now, Boosie Badass came and released some tweets earlier this week. Cause it's more beef going on too. You got Quavo and Chris Brown going at it. I didn't cover that, you know what I'm saying? But they got songs on each other, you know what I'm saying? Good songs too on each other. But I don't want to get too much in I don't got time to cover everything, but they going at it, man. A lot of stuff, man, is going on, man. And I'm entertained by it, but Boosie seems to think that it's dangerous. Because he's more so concerned about the real street implications. And again, I'm saying we shouldn't have street implications, but here's what Boosie said. He tweeted this. I'm gonna read his tweet. Now put it on the screen. He said, "Everybody gassing up rap beef, shaking my head, all excited saying this hip hop. Well, everyone in the crew not gonna see it that way. And when it pop off, it really goes down. So when someone from one of these crews die, don't say they stupid, shaking my head. Go support them in court like y'all supported the rap beef. How would you feel if your family member died because of hip hop rap beef? I'm from Louisiana. Every rap beef I've seen, people die. Y'all so happy about who gonna win or lose, but a mama gonna lose her son, and ain't none of y'all gonna go to the funeral." Then he tweeted, "The truth hurts. And y'all response is this: Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, ASAP, Quavo, Chris Brown, Boosie, them are they people. Them are they people ain't like that." I guess he's saying that they ain't gonna really take it to the streets. Shaking my head. Okay, y'all keep thinking that, judging the book by its cover, and get you put under a cover. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie got a point. He do got a point about gassing up rap beef, but I think the problem is the culture. We got to change the culture. I've always said that music is music and real life is real life. You can rap about street stuff, you can rap about reality, but the problem is when artists have pressure to live their raps in real life. You shouldn't have to live your raps in real life, and none of this stuff should go to the street. So while I agree with Boosie that it's real dangerous, it shouldn't be that way. We ought to change the culture to make it just about the music. These rappers ought to hug and piece it up when they're done beefing, in my opinion. But I get it though. I understand both sides of that. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Boosie has a point about this rap beef stuff? I'm kind of on the other side. I think it's okay as long as like we keep it out the streets. So I don't know. It's a good argument. Let me know what you think, man. A lot of crazy stuff going on, man, in the hip hop community, and it's pretty exciting. You know what I'm saying? But we do got to be cautious about the real life implications, man. Speaking of real life implications, man, and people dying, I want to say one more thing, man. OJ Simpson passed away. Rest in peace, OJ Simpson, man. He passed away, I think, on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, and it caused a lot of division because here's the thing, man. In the 90s, when OJ Simpson was on trial for the murder of his ex-wife and her friend, Ron Goldman, Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman, rest in peace to them as well. He was on trial for that. The whole world was divided. If you were black, you were rooting for OJ to get acquitted. Whether you thought he did it or not, you want him to get acquitted. If you were white, this black man killed these two white people. He's evil. Put him under the jail. And OJ got off on a trial for a lot of reasons, man. It was proven that some of the blood evidence was contaminated. Mark Furman was one of the detectives, the police officers on the case, and he was proven to be a racist and a bigot. And they proved he kind of tampered with the blood evidence because they found the blood evidence inside OJ's car. They found Ron and Nicole's blood inside his car, and the defense put enough reasonable doubt out there that this racist police officer, Mark Furman, planted that blood in the car, you know. So it was enough reasonable doubt for the jury to find him not guilty, but a lot of people think he's guilty. For the record, I've always maintained that I don't know if OJ Simpson did it or not, because here's the thing, like, well, let me get to that in a second. I think that OJ does know more, but I think he knows what happened to Ron and Nicole. I don't know if he did it or not, but I think he knows what happened. And if he did do it, I think that he definitely had help. I don't think he killed both of those people the way he did on his own. And he did have some scratches. When they found him, he had a few scratches on his wrist, but you would think he would have had way more injuries on him if he did it by himself, because they were saying that Ron fought back. And I don't think that like OJ's gonna be stabbing, killing, and the other person just gonna sit there and watch. They're gonna try to fight back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I think that like that OJ knows more than what he said, and it was not just, if he was involved, it wasn't just him. And I think that the police dropped the ball by just zeroing in on him instead of like really trying to figure out what happened. I think that it was more than one person was on his job. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. The point is, he was acquitted, and he ended up going to jail later for trying to for theft, because he went to go get some of his memorabilia from somebody who had it, and he went to jail for like robbery or something like that. And they gave him the max. He was in jail for I think 8 or 9 years for that. And then OJ, for me, I enjoyed OJ the last few months because I'm an avid watcher of Cameron and Mace. It Is What It Is sports podcast talk show. Big fan of it. And OJ Simpson was a weekly contributor, a football analyst on there, and he was hilarious, super hilarious on there.
It's my thought process.
Hey, yo, the light-skinned niggas zipped up their nigga suit. Light-skinned niggas zipped up their nigga suit, man. That's what they zipped up their nigga suit, man. They got busy.
They got that sucker zip.
They zipped up their nigga suit.
Don't think no light-skinned nigga can't zip up that nigga suit. I know I had to. I know I had to when I had to
hope
go
you're
up
still
north
recording.
Jet lag.
Team in football. Now you got jet lag.
The best team.
Now you got jet lag, and the Bills are the best.
Scared me. Pause, guys. Pause here now.
Okay.
I said they scared me. I didn't say I think they were the best team. If they won, I would have definitely thought they were the best team.
And I enjoyed them on there, and a lot of the sentiment in the black community was that they appreciated Cam and Mace for like giving OJ a little bit of shine before he passed away. He passed away from cancer, you know. And here's the thing, a lot of the media won't give Cam and Mace any credit either, because they keep talking about how like OJ Simpson, TMZ reported that he had cancer, was in hospice. He denied it, and they're saying OJ never confirmed he had cancer. He did confirm he had cancer. He said it on a talk show with Cam and Mace. He said he had cancer. He beat it, and he was gonna beat it again. He said he beat it. It came back. He was gonna beat it again. So OJ said that clearly, on a podcast. But not a lot of the media, even TMZ, not a lot of the media outlets are acknowledging that he was an analyst on the It Is What It Is podcast. And that kind of bothered me a little bit. Give Cam and Mace their credit, And I love how Cam and Mace didn't care about no kind of backlash. They say what they want. They do what they want. They have whoever they want on their show. And they had OJ Simpson on their show, and they didn't care about that, So, OJ Simpson legacy, man, one of the greatest running backs ever. I think he had like 2,000 yards in a 14-game season. Heisman Trophy winner, Hall of Famer. So, what I'm saying, rest in peace to him. And again, whatever happened in that murder, like, God is the ultimate judge, and he's passed away, so he's got to face judgment. And even, I don't know if he did it, if he repented to God about it, what his relationship with God is like. But, it's between him and God, man. It's not up to us to judge. And yeah, rest in peace to Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. You know, rest in peace to them too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, God is the ultimate judge, man. God is the one who gets justice ultimately. So whatever happened with that case, man, God gonna take care of it. I think it's up to us to just not judge, man. You know, people lost their loved one with OJ. You know, he had children, and his children still rock with him. The children, you know, that he had with Nicole Brown, they still rock with him. So if they thought he killed his mom, they killed their mom, I don't think they would be rocking with him, you know. But either way, man, rest in peace, OJ, man. Rest in peace, Rico Wade. Rest in peace, DJ MIster Cee. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all are doing well. That's episode 33. You know what I'm saying? The podcast. I love y'all. Keep fighting for your dreams. You know, I know it's not easy out here. I know we always have setbacks. Life is full of setbacks, but a setback is only a setup for a comeback. You feel me? Don't ever give up on your dreams, man. Keep fighting. I love y'all, man. Make sure when you stop listening to this podcast, go out in the world and spread some positive energy. Spread light to the world. Be a light. The people you come across, you never know what somebody's going through, man. So be kind to people, man. Give good energy. Somebody can be having a bad day. You could change somebody's life just by being a good person. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. God bless. Brian Onrea Podcast, man. I'm out of here.